This is the Afternoon Buzz Rewind Podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Thrash. Join me for the Afternoon Buzz weekdays from 2 to 7, only on Real Rock Radio, 106.3 The Buzz.
What's your rewind?
Big shout out to pro wrestler Keith Lee from here in Wichita Falls. He has reportedly signed a contract to work for WWE on their next brand. He's been doing it for 13 years. He goes by Limitless Lee in the ring. He's been doing the independent circuit all along, wrestling for promotions like Inspire Pro Wrestling, North American Wrestling Allegiance, and others. He's supposed to report to Next full-time later this month, but he has some previously scheduled commitments with PWG and some other independent promotions first. It's important to note, though, he's already performed for Next. He beat Cassius Ohno last month during WrestleMania Access Weekend. We have the full story at 1063thebuzz.com. With the Perfect Circle's new album, Eat the Elephant, out now, Maynard's doing a lot of press to promote it, and in a new interview, he said that he believes universally we've outgrown the culture of rock because other things are now just as dangerous. One thing he pointed out was that hard rock used to have danger, but when you watch Ozzy stumbling around in his kitchen picking up dog poop on the Osbournes, well, that scary part is gone. And he has a point there. I never really thought about it, in the context of rock as a whole, but I always thought that was a mistake on his part. Yeah, I'm sure they made a lot of money with the Osbournes, and the rest of his family gained some fame, but I felt like it hurt Ozzy's image. He had such a mystique about him, and like he said, scary, kind of dangerous. Ozzy was behind all these notorious incidents like peeing on the Alamo. And like you said, next thing you know, he's just stumbling around and just kind of sounded like a bumbling idiot, which I really don't believe he is. Here's Bush. Your 30-minute buzz continues with Glycerin.
Another Nonsense Minute brought to you by 106.3 The Buzz.
Ladies, how to keep your man happy so he won't go on Ashley Madison. Step 1. Walk up to your man and lie down.
Yes, please.
He is yours. If it doesn't work, he is gay or you are fat. Step 2. Bring home your girlfriends.
This is Jenna. Hello. I like it the porno.
Me too.
Men always like it the porno. You will too. Step 3. Make it the naughty talk.
I want your hot biscuits.
All right.
Men like the naughty talk. Try to throw in a food item. Follow these tips and keep your man happy. Ciao.
Back on April 21st, Foo Fighters played the Metroplex for the first time in over 10 years. And that's by design. In a new interview, Dave Grohl said he has this theory that if you wait long enough, if you wait a decade to go anywhere, by the time you finally make it there, you'll have a sold-out show. And then you just cycle that around the planet. So it's going to be at least another 10 years before Foo Fighters play DFW. Before Pearl Jam, there was Mother Love Bone. And if it wasn't for frontman Andy Wood dying of a heroin overdose in 1990, a lot of people believe they would have been probably the biggest band out of Seattle. Their debut album, Apple, was released 4 months after he had passed at the age of 24. And with that happening, it really just kind of halted the momentum for the band. And it was after that Jeff Ament and Stone Gossard went on to form Pearl Jam. And, of course, Temple of the Dog with Chris Cornell and Matt Cameron, which was a project that was formed with the intention of keeping Andy Wood's memory alive. And last weekend, for the first time in 8 years, Mother Love Bone reunited on stage for a benefit show, and we have video for you at 1063thebuzz.com.
Another Nonsense Minute brought to you by 106.3 The Buzz.
Vagrants. The new fragrance for the homeless man.
Ooh, that smells like squirrel pee.
Smells like a canker sore I had once.
Vagrants. A fragrance as free as nachos you find in the trash.
Here, smell behind my ear. Ugh. See, it smells like that, doesn't it?
Ugh.
Vagrants. For wherever the wind takes you.
Yeah, if it takes you to a dumpster behind a retirement home.
Smells like what happens when you leave mayo in the sun.
And then poop in it.
And add seaweed.
If you want to be with such a man.
Spare some change.
This is exactly the fragrance you'd expect.
Vagrants. I think a rat died in my house.
Not if you're homeless.
Oh.
Vagrants. It also repels mosquitoes, but it doesn't repel the ladies. Your dead tooth will do that.
Scientists at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland just created a contact lens that allows you to shoot laser beams from your eyes. I repeat, shoot laser beams from your eyes. Now, at this point, these aren't exactly ready to turn you into a killing machine. They only emit a very low-powered laser light that would be better for, scanning a barcode or something like that. And they only work when a different laser is shined at them to power them. But think about it. This technology now exists, and the scientists who made it recognize where it's probably going to go. They even cited, quote, superheroes with lasers in their eyes in their academic report on what they made. So many years from now, after the apocalyptic world war when gangs and rabid wolves are all that roam the earth, people are going to look back at this day as the moment we began turning into futuristic killing machines. Godsmack's new album, When Legends Rise, has a tune on there called Unforgettable that features a child choir that's made up of middle school students from Gilbert H. Hood and West Running Brook Middle Schools in Derry, Massachusetts. And this last week, Sully Erna surprised the kids when he showed up with autographed vinyl copies of the album. Now, as cool as that is, even cooler, he told them the band's trying to arrange for the kids to join them on stage at their upcoming show in Guilford, New Hampshire on August 22nd. And hopefully that happens, man. What a cool thing for those kids. And if they do make it happen, certainly they'll get some pro shot footage that we can share with y'all.
106.3 The Buzz presents Nonsense Minute.
Have you ever gotten stoned, walked into traffic, and been hit by a clown car? That was weird. It happens more than you'd think. That's why more and more burners like you are getting stoner insurance. Cause stupid shit happens every day to stoners like you.
What does stoner insurance cover?
What? Stoner insurance covers food or pets you may have eaten or forgotten to feed.
Oh, shut up, Bigfoot.
Stoner insurance covers all damages related to toaster ovens, sexual accidents involving vacuum cleaners, Chinese finger traps, or octopi. Stoner insurance also covers your game thumb, couch sores, nacho cheese burns.
Just about anything your little stoned ass can get into.
Just sing our jingle and we'll appear.
Oh, stoner insurance. Well, yeah.
Come here.
Stoner insurance.
I just wanted to see if you'd do it. Hey, how have you survived this long without stoner insurance? Call today.
Our own Toni Gonzalez from Loudwire Nights has launched a series called Toni Gonzalez's Weekly Riff in an effort to make the internet a less negative place. And good honor for that, by the way. Well, she just made a video saluting rockers who give back, highlighting musicians who've launched their own charities, like Metallica. They launched their All Within My Hands Foundation back in 2017, and all the funds raised are donated to a cross-section of national as well as local charities. Now, in addition to that, they recently announced their Metallica Day of Service on May 23rd, trying to get fans to volunteer at local community food banks. Also featured in the video, Alice Cooper, Chris and Vicky Cornell, Sammy Hagar, and Steven Tyler. Watch the video at 1063thebuzz.com. With a new album coming out this year, Loudwire decided to pay tribute to Alice in Chains' Jerry Cantrell with a video featuring 10 unforgettable Jerry Cantrell moments. They go all the way back to the beginning. The old video of him pouring himself a bowl of SpaghettiOs, saying how the best music comes from being down and out, which is pretty much what the entire Seattle sound is based on, which is, of course, totally fine with me because I just so happen to love down and out music. Check out the video at 1063thebuzz.com.
Another Nonsense Minute brought to you by 106.3 The Buzz.
Here's what you've missed on social media today. BuzzFeed's making people eat weird stuff. Again.
OMG, cat video. LOL. OMG, stuck in traffic. YOLO.
BuzzFeed wants you to know which Disney princess you are. Again. Selfie.
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 Selfie. This is what you've missed on social media today.
Selfie.
Now you have more time to surf for porn.
Vivian Campbell of Def Leppard was asked in a new interview whether or not the band are planning on a new album. He said, well, he thinks they'll do another one, even though some people say, why do you even bother? People just want to hear the hits. And he says, you can do very good business by just going out and playing your hit songs, but he feels it's important that they continue to be a creative unit. This year, though, they have a ton of touring going on. He doesn't think they're going to tour quite as heavily in 2019, so there's a very strong chance they'll probably get in the studio and at least start on a new record next year. You can listen to the full interview at 1063thebuzz.com. Hey, thanks for checking out the Afternoon Buzz Rewind podcast. Join me, Johnny Thrash, for the Afternoon Buzz, weekdays from 2 to 7 on Real Rock Radio, 1063 The Buzz.